Hello and welcome to Looking Glass Letterbox for Teatime and Tarot. This is a daily draw, video diary, tarot journal, just to see what the tarot has to serve up to consider today. If this clicks for you, wonderful. If not, leave it behind. However you want to employ this, feel free. However it works for you. We're going to go ahead and start with the Empress. Okay, so point of creation, divine feminine, understanding what it takes to nurture and encourage exponential growth, and what it is that you're choosing to develop. Beautiful, from a very commanding and fertile and attractive sort of state of grace with the Empress. Okay, and then we have strength. So it's Leo energy. This is Venus, so it could be a Virgo, maybe influential for some of you out there. Strength could be a Leo in connection with you guys, or some of you. But strength is your integrity, your character, your courage, your playfulness, how you show up. The lion has a resonant, radiant heart that displays light that's generated from within and radiates outward into whatever it is that they are working within. So how you show up and how you employ that generosity of spirit and how you sustain and maintain what it is that you are in connection with and what it is that you are developing or what it is your intention is. And then we have the Seven of Wands. So that is standing your ground. You've gained higher ground. You've put in some effort. You've followed through on decision with motivation, with passion, with purpose. You've done what you said you would do. You've done what you needed to do to get to the point that you are. There's momentum built up behind you that's going to eventually release and carry you forward into the Eight of Wands, where things start happening very quickly and a lot of connections are possible or circumstances become open to you. But the Seven of Wands is asking you to hold your ground, stay steady. You may be getting criticism or conflict from down below on this lower level here with these wands she's guarding against. But you can see more than anybody down here. You're on higher ground. You can see the lay of the land, what it is that you're walking into, the direction that you want to go, the connections that you want to make. So hold steady, hold your ground. And with the Empress and strength preceding the Seven of Wands, there may be a little bit of inner conflict that you're having in which you need to employ this divine creation and this resonant heart in order to maintain that higher ground, okay? So if you have any insecurities or inadequacies that are rising up, that are sort of trying to work against your own ambition and your own dedication and your decision to work on something that has resonance, that you're passionate about, that you're purposeful for, if there's something rising up from within that's trying to defeat you, or even from outside of you, employing this gracious divine creation of the Empress within the radiant heart of strength is going to sustain you through that until momentum is released and you are able to take the next steps forward. Okay, so hold steady, hold strong, engage your heart, engage your Empress, and that's going to help. Six of Cups, come back to yourself, reunify within yourself with your purpose and what is fundamentally true of yourself. Six of Cups is fulfillment that's provided to you, resonant fulfillment that's provided to you from your past, coming back to yourself. So it could be coming back to a partner in connection and reciprocation, a previous partner, someone from your past. It could be another person that you're coming into connection with, but it also could be reunification within yourself. So whatever doubt or insecurity or inconsistency has happened in the interim from when you had unified belief within yourself and your capability of doing something, and whatever shattered that between then and now, reconnecting with that unification, that wholehearted wellness of abundance and ability and fulfillment that you had at one point that you can apply now to further fortify your Seven of Wands and hold steady to reinvigorate your heart and to reinvigorate your divine creative spirit. And then Knight of Wands. There could be some impatience here. It is Pisces season, so things can be a little foggy, a little confusing, a little frustrating because you can't see clearly the next step forward or the path ahead. And this Knight of Wands wants to charge out on that path forward. You can't find it though. So employing patience at the moment until things start clearing up at the end of the month toward Aries season. Frustrating, yes, I know, but reinvigorating your Empress and reinvigorating the strength and standing your ground will hold you steady until it's time to bolt forward into the next thing. And then in between the two, okay, a blocked vision, a blocked decision. You can't see the way forward, can't see the path clear at the moment. But taking time to consider your options, where you've been, where you're coming from, where you've been, where you're coming from, and where you'd like to go, with the fulfillment that the Six of Cups, allowing your past and your history and your awareness of yourself previous to this, especially that spirit of youth, allowing that to reinvigorate you and re-inspire you and fulfill you is going to help you have the patience until this decision becomes clear about the next right thing to do. And employing that patience and reinvigorating all of this, and applying the Six of Cups to the Empress strength and the Seven of Wands, is going to leave you in a state of being prepared when that way becomes clear, and this Knight of Wands can then charge forward with vigor and enthusiasm and potential and possibility and actionability. Okay, we're going to clarify the Empress. High Priestess, okay? Tap into your intuition. The High Priestess and the Empress together, that's a pretty bold lady, pretty bold influence there. So with what it is that you're creating, what it is that you want to manifest and sustain and nurture and grow, relying on your gut instincts, your intuitive hits, what you know to be true about yourself, what you want to do, and what it is that you're seeking, it's important to pay attention to those things as you decide how you're going to develop and create what it is that you want to create next, or what it is you want to bring forward. Because the Empress is the first point of bringing the imaginary into the reality. The first step of bringing your thoughts and your decisions and your purpose and your passion and your emotional resonance, all of that, applying that in order to create a tangible manifestation outside of yourself from it. So tapping into your intuition about what that is, how you're going to develop it, how it resonates, that is going to help you be prepared for when the next option becomes available. With strength, Eight of Swords, there's fear, insecurity, inadequacy, avoidance. So what is it that you've been avoiding addressing up to this point that needs to be resolved before you're released from the Seven of Wands? Okay, what is it that you have actively been putting off that really needs to be addressed in order to prepare you again for when you're released from the Seven of Wands and it's time to move forward? It's all in a state of preparation and making you ready for the most efficient and advantageous position to hold when it's time to charge forward again. So tap into your intuition with your creation. What is it that you are avoiding with strength? You have the ability to deal with that. Don't ignore it. Address it. Ignoring it and setting it aside, that's a point of weakness later down. That's a point that's going to trip you up and cause you problems later down the road. Address them. Look at them. See how you can work with them, integrate them, resolve them, improve them, whatever it is. Take off the blindfold and look at it so that you can deal with it and employ that strength. And then Knight of Cups with the Seven of Wands. That is steadfastly, truly moving forward with what it is that you have to offer within the cup that the Knight of Cups carries. Okay? Being genuine and authentic in what it is that you're bringing forward to come into connection and receive in return as well. Confidence within that decision, charm within that decision, emotional resonance within that ambition, and the vulnerability within that confidence to receive in return with the Seven of Wands. So that Seven of Wands is going to open you up for that Knight of Cups to move forward and this Knight of Wands to charge forward. But You must employ your intuition. You know what it is that you want to address, that you've been avoiding, that needs to be addressed before you can move forward on this next stage of development. You know what that is. So employing your strength to finally address it is going to release you into moving forward again with this Knight of Cups. And at the bottom, you have the Five of Wands. It's a point of friction. It's a point of obstacle that you're meant to come into contact with to navigate and test yourself and resolve, to prepare you and improve your skills for the next stages forward. It's all in support of your development, of the next evolution, of what it is that you're doing, who it is that you are, what it is that you're allowing yourself to be, and what it is that you're allowing yourself to come into connection with. All right, and then we have notes from the universe on, this is The Universe Has My Back, and you've got 2. Attack, pain, fear, judgment, and any form of separation are merely calls for help. Okay, so that's calling back to this 8 of Swords and the High Priestess. Intuitively, when you're having any of those responses, any response like that, take a moment to ask yourself, why am I responding this way? Why is that the reaction that I had in this moment? What is it within that is triggering that response based on my past, my history, and my experience? And how can I engage with that? With the 8 of Swords, removing that blindfold with strength and with the 5 of Wands in order to resolve it so that it can be finished, so that I don't have to deal with it anymore, so that I can grow from that point and employ that knowledge moving forward. And my fearless freedom lights up the world. That releases you into this sun. You know, removing that blindfold, illuminating those issues to release yourself from whatever that is pinning you back or holding you back or providing that resistance or that limitation upon what you can do and what you're allowing yourself to be able to do. Resolving that is going to shift a whole lot of nonsense out of your way and release you to engage with opportunity and time and circumstance and synchronicity and serendipity, allow you to access even deeper reserves of strength and ambition and courage and playfulness and creation and intuition and awareness and resonance with what it is that you're moving forward. But you have to take a moment to address whatever that limitation is. Fearlessly. My fearless freedom lights up the world. Okay? Not easy to do, I'm aware. It's a difficult thing to do. But you are capable of doing it. You can do it. Take the time and the space that you need to do so. Okay? That is all that I have for Teatime and Tarot today. I hope that was interesting or helpful. Again, if that resonated with you, wonderful. I hope it helped you and that you are, feeling hopeful and having faith and trust in yourself that you can do that. If nothing of here applied to you, leave it. Check out your monthly overviews. The monthly overviews for March are up for all sign placements. Extended readings are available on the Patreon for anyone who's interested in those. Otherwise, I will see you guys tomorrow. Remember, like, share, subscribe, comment if you'd like to support the channel. I would appreciate it. But I do realize that your time and your attention is valuable, so thank you so much for sharing some of it with me.